Hello and welcome to another stream. Tonight, the continuation of Vampyr, part unknown, because I forgot which part is this. I know that I'm in chapter 5 and I have 2 chapters left, 6 and 7. So let's get into it. I need to, last time we left preparing the antidote. So the missing antidote, it's from the guy that I turned into a vampire, McCollum I believe his name is, that he's on the cemetery, the part that looks like an arena, which is an arena. I know that we're getting close to Christmas, which means that I should be playing something more, some game that's more Christmassy, but I don't own any game that's like that, so too bad for me. Okay, so the easiest area is to go through Pembroke Hospital and get here from down, but I'll have to fight my way through all of the vampires. But if I go through Whitechapel, well, I'll also have to face a bunch of other enemies. Well, I guess well, it should help as a way to gather materials and get some experience.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many.
Maybe it's time to see if this Christina is still working nearby.
You know the game, you pay for peace of mind. Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can
This guy, I don't know how to get the last hint from him. I think I missed it.
For your sins. Even now, he judges your words and actions. The wars of men should not be...
This is not a place for you, sir. Go back. There's one of them. Watch yourselves.
So there's a blood icon over there, and there's one down there. Icons everywhere. Ah, Mason's. Oh, he's up there. That's right.
Over there!
Ooh, is that money? Yes, it's money. Only 5? Come on. What's this? Oh, drop. Screws.
If McCullum really drank the blood of King Arthur, then I may have found another vital ingredient for my recipe.
McCollum. So he's here in the graveyard. Ah, there he is, an enemy.
Good evening, Vampire Hunter.
Are you here to mock me, Reed?
Not at all, McCullum. I am here because I need you.
Really? I'm intrigued. Speak up, then.
I need the blood of a king. The blood of Arthur. I'm certain you possess it, and I must have it.
The Guard's most sacred and precious relic. Why would you... You found Marshall's memoirs. I should have destroyed that book.
I need the antidote to save this city, McCullum.
It is within me to take your words as truth. I want to, but I must know more. What precisely are your plans?
A creature called a disaster is about to be unleashed. It falls upon me, as once it did Marshall, to stop it before the whole country is ravaged.
I should have destroyed that book. And yet... I wish I could join this battle alongside you. But this crusade is not mine to fight.
Do you not understand? We wanted the same thing from the outset. A means to end this vampire epidemic.
Not enemies. Maybe that is so. Take it then. I see no other hope for this city. If this is some trick, you will be damned, Dr. Reed.
Ooh, King Arthur's blood.
Thank you. Can we speak more?
Indeed. Why not?
Why are you here?
The man who raised me after the brutal murder of my parents. He's buried here.
Were both your parents killed by vampires?
Yes. And yet worse. My father returned to Dublin a vampire and tore out my mother's throat.
And who was this man?
Carl Eldritch. One-time leader of Prewin. He killed my father in front of me. Helped me hunt my brother Ain after teaching me how to kill leeches.
How are you adapting to immortality?
I feel so powerful it gives me shivers. I could be the greatest vampire hunter ever.
A vampire hunter
Your
or
worst
vampire?
nightmare in truth.
Will you hunt me down?
Not for now. But you had better behave, Doctor. Or I may change my mind.
Will you leave the Guard now that you are what you are?
Are we not creatures of deceit? I could hide my nature from my men. Or name a successor. Go my own way. I know not yet my path.
Farewell, my progeny.
Do not stretch your luck, Reed.
See, now that he's a vampire, he's more likable than before. Before he was just an asshole. Find a hideout to create an antidote. Oh, yeah, the nearest hideout. I could go down here or here. I guess the obvious choice, the closest one. Got it. I got the antidote.
The blend seems stable. Time to go and find Harriet in the sewers.
Chapter 6! Yay! Reach the hive. Wait, where was the hive? Oh my god, it was down here. Wait, it's here. Let's see. Entrance. So if I go through here, it will be the long way. If I go through here, it's the short way. Yeah, definitely get back here. Crossroad. Well, both lead me to the same place, but this one leads me straight to the parks here, and the other one's just Whitechapel.
Sorry, sir. Nothing. There's one of them vermin. Burn it. Turn around. Crush them. I'll kill it. Kill it all you deserve. Filthy fucking beast.
west end. Now to go behind. I forgot the name. The Special Club of Vampires. There's an entrance behind it. Oh, also there's... Yeah. This person, she asked me to kill her. She's under some very powerful vampire, but I'm not sure if I want to start killing citizens. At least not yet. I have two chapters left to finish. I suppose on the very last chapter I could grant mercy to a few citizens, well, to her, and kill all the other assholes. Because, for example, oh wait, Louise Diesel, yeah, I don't have all the hints from her yet. And I don't got the ones from these two. So her, she asked me to kill her. From here, from Whitechapel, these two guys were on a trio with this guy's mom, but this guy's an asshole. The kid of this guy became an asshole. This guy's a terrible guy too. From here everyone was okay except Clive Cox that I could left alive and then kill later. But this guy, I killed him too early. No one else here deserves death. But from here, from the dogs, oh, this guy deserves to die. This one deserves to die. This is a murderer. This guy is taking advantage of the old lady, but it's not, it's just to survive. This guy's a drunkard, but he's a good guy. Anyway, there's a trophy to put all the districts in hostile. And I'm assuming that the creature, the disaster, will be the final boss of chapter 7. And if that's true, then I'm going to need a lot of experience to level up and get enough levels on my skills. Harriet Jones, where are you?
I cannot enter.
Where was the hive? I forgot how to get there. I think I've gone back to the... Exactly, here. No, it's here. But how did I miss it? Oh, that's why. Whoa! Oh, definitely the right place.
Take not a step further, child, for you are unprepared.
You, at last. I wondered when you would show your face again. Step away. We have nothing to discuss.
Desist, child. You cannot confront the monstrosity unleashed upon this land without due preparation. I shall not allow it.
All right. But no more riddles. Enough of the obscure songs and prophecies. I ask questions, and you answer them.
My words have been as clear as crystal lakes, my child. You seem unwilling to drink, to listen, to learn.
Why did you choose me?
Only you could provide a modern, scientific answer to this ancient, mystical threat.
What kind of modern answer?
Disease, contagion, and contamination. How they course through veins is your dominion, my child. Your choices have made you. Only you can save this land.
Speak to me of this ancient threat.
The blood of hate. Vessel of the wrath of the goddess. When she awakens, a disaster will be born into this world, for she is hunger and anger.
What is your true appearance?
I do not understand. This is who I am.
Blood? You are made of blood. Surely you are joking.
Why would I? And no, I'm not made of blood. I am blood. Blood is what I am since my birth and for eternity.
But who are you really? Tell me your name.
I am your maker. I am the servant of the Red Goddess and protector of this land. I have many names.
Just give me one, then.
There are those who call me Myrddin Wild, the Wild Horned Man. But I never was a man. I was born out of blood.
I've heard that name, Myrddin.
I'm here to stop Harriet Jones. She is the original carrier. The well from which this corruption flows.
I have heard you, but be wary. Harriet Jones's mind is no more. She has metamorphosed into an apocalypse. Born from, drenched in, and driven by the blood of hate.
What is the blood of hate?
It is the curse of the goddess. It is the hunger in you, the need for blood, the will to strike and to punish, to spit in the eye of God.
Tell me about this disaster, creature. I know London fell victim to such a thing in 1666.
A disaster is pure anger born through blood. Its name means bad star, for they only appear when our queen unleashes her unquenchable wrath upon the world.
And who is this queen?
She is the Red Goddess, the Queen of Blood. In my youth, 100 lifetimes ago, she was worshipped as the Morrigan. She is my mother. She is yours.
Morrigan!
The Morrigan? The Celtic goddess of war? Is this a ruse of some kind?
She has been worshipped in many forms throughout the ages. The true nature of the Red Queen is beyond your comprehension, eluding even mine. But know this.
The Red Queen.
She is a vengeful mother.
So the disaster is some sort of accident. A disease vampires carry dormant in their blood, waiting to emerge.
That's your modern answer. But a disaster is at the same time both less and more.
Tell me what it is then, in your own words.
A disaster is the pure will of our queen. Whenever she dreams of walking this earth, she awakes in this putrid vessel.
I only wish to know how to put an end to this epidemic.
To perform an act so noble, you must protect yourself from its poisonous kiss, my child.
I know. McCullum used such a serum when trying to kill me. However, I have produced a more efficacious version of the antidote.
Your final task awaits you at the end of these tunnels. I've known for ages you were worthy of this challenge, my champion, Bittersweet.
What will happen thereafter? What future awaits me beyond these dark tunnels?
Your fate, my child, and the fate of this land. A disaster is about to enter this world to smite us all and teach us humility. You are our final hope.
Wait, so the disaster is not the final boss? It's right now?
Will it be over then? Once I've defeated this creature?
Yes. The threat will dissipate like so much smoke, for you will have purified its source.
And then what? What will become of me?
How would I know? I am no god, and your fate is in your own hands. For you are our champion.
You tricked me. My sister died for your schemes. I have brought suffering and tragedy into this world. I am not, nor will I ever be your champion.
Very soon you'll come to know that sacrifice is sometimes necessary. I understand the grudge a child bears towards his father and mother. Be brave, my child.
Okay, so this guy is a servant of the Red Queen. He's a very ancient vampire made out of pure blood. Wait, this area is new. I was never here before. I don't remember being here before. Anyway, this Red Queen, I've heard her before. She appears in other tales. So this Red Queen, she's the mother of all vampires. She's the one that created all vampires. Why is there a lamp? An electric lamp in this sort of catacombs? How did an electric lamp got here? And why there are so many candles? This is so creepy. Ooh, is this a door? Yes. Oh wait, this was the door that was closed.
These poor skulls didn't stand a chance. I can't believe I'm doing this.
This will be a battle. This is an arena fight. I don't think I have enough items, do I? No. Okay, this is light regeneration serum, and this is blood serum. Stamina. Health, this one. Strong regeneration serum. And the blood serum, I only have one, the strong one. Final battle. Just contaminating the water.
Oh, I'm sick. So sick. Doctor, help me, please. I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Ah, like your help, Doris. Liars! All of you! My poor baby. I've been such a bad mother. But the Queen herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, you must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature?
Whoa!
I was a good mother.
Come on!
I've been alone all my life.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nobody ever helped me. I've been alone all my life.
What? No! Look at, that's cheating! I better get my items back.
this thirst for blood. This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood.
More rats? Any more rats?
I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable.
Nobody ever helped me. I've been alone all my life.
Oops. No.
They took my daughter from me.
Goodbye, bitch.
Is this a dream? Am I awake? Is this anger I feel? Is it wrath? I think it is. Oh, how infinitely, how intensely, how irredeemably are you all going to suffer now?
Ooh, the Red Queen's avatar. Stop.
Blood, feed me, give me their lives.
It's the other way around. The mother must feed the child. Let me see if I...
Innocence! Such guilt!
Hey. Watch it.
Feed your mother, child! I will reap the land. They are under the heart.
No.
Feed your mother, child! Blood, feed, give me their lives! Such innocence! Such guilt!
Bye, Red Queen.
Do you think your champion will today, child?
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
So it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget? What are you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suascal territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other Suascals.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's over now. London is no longer shrouded in the disaster's shadow. We're all safe.
Yes, you prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife? Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
Whoa, Bridget was the wife of Lord Redgrave? Also,
London has been cleansed. This catastrophe came about when an ancient malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe. For now. My craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger, red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another, from predator to victim, patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long.
Whoa, daytime? I cannot walk through in daytime. I'll turn to ash. You can't be serious. Also, I need a pause because I need to talk about what's happening.
This is it. Lady Ashbury's domain. Why am I not surprised it's not on any maps? I'd better hurry.
Chapter 7, but I was on. Wait, oh yeah, I jumped from 5 to 6, and I finished 6 in no time, so it's 7 now. Find a way to enter the castle. See? Yeah, I was here. From 5 I jump into 6. And from 6 the arena, the final battle, to 7. The sun is rising.
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother. My dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. You are but a distant child.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant ghostly queen. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
Mirrodin.
Why did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer such a question. Have you the answer?
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics, or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
What will happen to Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
I don't interfere with petty political intrigues. Ascalon was built upon the lie of a lineage. Such a deceit cannot last forever.
But Lord Redgrave definitely possessed Marshall's blood. Untainted blood from the greatest vampire knight.
Really? I wonder how he managed to acquire it. Perhaps I should retrieve this artifact before going back to sea.
What will become of the vampire hunters?
In their leader, you now have a spy behind enemy lines. By guiding your progeny, you may yet protect your immortal friends for some time to come. If you dare.
What will become of the Brotherhood?
I foresee trouble for them now that your progeny considers becoming the new primate.
but I'm certain the current primate has no wish to resign.
Exactly. And I am not fully convinced your progeny truly understands what dreadful power he is about to defy.
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons, and to bid them fare thee well.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
Tell me about William Marshall. Why is his blood so strong?
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reed. A champion of your time, chosen to defeat a threat spawned of this generation.
Is he here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now, too?
Have I not already answered that question?
His blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the serum. But what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood of the champion I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
King Arthur was also your progeny. Why am I not surprised?
Wow.
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you shall meet one night.
So that is all we are to you? Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil?
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
Speak clearly then, and answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can answer that. Farewell, my child. I shall dream about you soon.
It's locked, all right. The castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in.
Okay, but where's that entrance? Oh. away from the sun.
I cannot enter. The lady of the manor isn't expecting visitors.
Robin England. Mary England. Such an old castle. Ooh. Wait, so it's not through here. Where is the entrance? The sun is coming up. I'm going to die. Oh wait, is it through here? Oh wait, I was here. No, it's not through here. My god, I'm getting stuck. Ah, through here.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume. She must be here somewhere.
Old letter. Dear Lady Ashbury. Ready, all the good news. I can all wait finally meet you when you arrive in London. The garden is beautiful under the summer sky. Well, at least I'm inside. Recent painting, portrait of Dr. Jonathan Reed by Elizabeth Ashbury, 1918.
Elizabeth, my love, you allow my portrait to watch over you while you sleep. I'm flattered.
Copy of a letter, 1795.
Like most castles, this one has a crypt, and it holds something special inside.
Ooh, a crypt. Portrait of Elizabeth Blackwood by Johannes Vermeer, 1666. Damn, this castle falling apart and she lives here, come on.
This castle is falling apart.
I just said that. Picture of Lady Ashbury in Paris, 1888. Ooh. A castle this big needs a lot of cleaning and remodeling.
That sweet fragrance. Elizabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently.
Secret passage. Oh, this is the area that I saw. People in ancient times had some really disgusting taste in architecture.
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work.
A flower. Here it must be. Portrait of Lady Ashbury by Vincent van Gogh, 1885. Wow. Portrait of Elizabeth and Jacob Blackwood in Versailles, 1788. Wow. This woman's very old. Recent letter, 1909. Dear Lady Ashbury, of folklore. Ooh, Edgar Swansea. Pembroke Hospital.
This painting looks suspicious. This painting looks suspicious. I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable. A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for.
Oh, that's the Red Queen. And the knight that's fighting her. Sword and moon. Old contract, 1807. The conveyance of a large coffin from Temple Church, London. Oh, this was written in some other papers about this. In Scotland, I'm happy to report your request to finally validated. My driver have been informed that for security reasons, guards must always protect the coffin. You have hired these individuals who will be in London. Pass river by boat, but always by road and bridges. For the precious wood and relics inside the coffin cannot be exposed to humidity and moisture. You'll find the detailed current Samuel Lewis, independence contractor. Oh wait, I was here. This is the beginning. Basement. Can't access it. Okay, I'm back to the dining room, I suppose. This one's a shield.
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work.
Here's the sword and the moon. Anyway, I was gonna talk about the having a pause. So, the Red Queen. Well, obviously this is fantasy, but it's very tied to what's happening right now in real life. So, in 1918, there was the Spanish flu epidemic, and right now we have the COVID-19 at the pandemic. It sounds to me like the Red Queen has awoken again. She awoken in China, and she spread to the whole world. So that means that someone needs to defeat the Red Queen in order to send her to sleep and to end this. I wonder where she is. Assuming that all of this is real. what this game is showing. It's very similar to real life. Way too similar. So
one last switch and
sword. I got the sword. I need the moon. This one's.
Here's another switch. I should keep looking.
Has to be a moon. This one's a shield. Sword is over there.
One last switch and
moon. Where a moon could be? Ah. Are you a moon? I can't see. Ah, here it is.
Voila.
Something open somewhere. Ah, here it is. Ancient tomb. 17. Well, 1217. Damn. An angel came to me. Blessed be to God. Michael appeared to me last night in all his glory, shaped in glorious blood. No, that was not an angel. To grant me eternal life at the dusk of my life. No, that one's not an angel, it was a vampire. The apparition was so sublime and terrible that I could not help but lower my head and close my eyes. Struck by divine gift, I fell to the ground, only to awake the next night. You will serve me as you have served your king, said the angel before striking me with all his power. You will protect this land through the eons to come. For all who knew me, I should now hide and retreat, for they consider me dead soon. I will leave the company of men to serve my new purpose. Blessed be God. 1350. Michael appeared to me last night in my retreat under Temple Church. Oh, Temple Church. And asked me to prepare for battle. The land must be saved. Death is everywhere. The Black Death. An epidemic sent by the devil himself to punish mortals all over the world. Yeah, all over the world, like what's happening right now. My arm is strong. In the name of God, I shall smite the enemies of mankind. England shall prevail. 1569. It's almost 20 years since my fight started against the devil, and the end is uncertain. From time to time, the plague, the Black Death, reappears in a village, in a town, and each time the vicious minions of hell approach to get their share of the mortal suffering. Vampires, dreadful creatures, I won't let this land collapse. Until my last breath, I'll serve and protect England. You do know that you're a vampire yourself. 1578. Tonight in the small village of Hoddesdon, I met the most delicate soul I've seen for a long time. She was singing for the dead, singing for those she knew. Oops. Singing for those she knew and loved, those killed by a new plague outbreak, without fearing for her own life. Her voice moved me, so I chose to let her live. sorry. I offer her eternal life as a reward for her virtue and most pious attitude. Her name is Elizabeth Englewood. I'm not alone anymore. Together we shall praise God in all his glory for the eons to come. But it doesn't say who is the name of the guy that's writing. He's the one that turned Elizabeth. 1618. My heart is breaking, my soul is bleeding. Tonight my dear Elizabeth left me. I have taught her all I knew, all she needed to know. Now she must walk her own path through the ages. This is her wish, and I will respect it. Elizabeth Englewood, my sweet daughter, is gone, for she now wants to be known as Elizabeth Blackwood. I made her a promise. If she ever comes back to Hoddingdon, she will find me there, managing the Bull in her parents' own before dying. William Marshall shall disappear for a few times too now that the Black Death is no more. Oh, this is William Marshall. William Marshall is the one that turned Elizabeth Englewood. That the Blacks no more until we meet again. I shall be known as William Thorne. William Thorne, waiting for my angel to come back. 1665, the devil is at work again. The great plague is back, ripping thousands of lives in London. I must sell the Bull Inn and go there. Once more, William Marshall shall protect the land. So the bull, it's gone. William Thorne became William Marshall again. 1666. What have I done? I let the devil infect me. God forgive me. The terrifying creature I had to defeat was a demon straight from hell, an abomination of the flesh, a walking apocalypse. I had to trap the dreadful creature in St. Paul's Church and set the building on fire. Without the advice of Michael, I don't know if I could have defeated my enemy. The flames cleansed the city of the demon's presence, but half of London burned down. Ever since, I have dreamed of a red flood of slaughter and rape. It's like the disaster had tainted my blood, my very soul. For the first time in centuries, I'm afraid I shall crawl back to my retreat and pray to God for mercy for my infected soul. Wait, so a vampire, William Marshall, got infected, so he failed. 1667, Elizabeth came to me. She said she felt my pain and rushed to save me. My poor daughter, blinded by rage, intoxicated by the blood of hate, I beat her. She fled shocked by my betrayal. I laughed and cried as she cursed me. God, have I betrayed you? Have you abandoned me? Well, you're a vampire. So the disaster infected Marshall, and Marshall bite Elizabeth, and Elizabeth now carries the 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 blood of the hatred. 70:12. My prayers have been heard. I have found the strength to resist the need for blood, the never-ending hunger. My poor Elizabeth, will you ever forgive me? I've heard you now kill and take pleasure in bloodbath with this new progeny of yours. You're a victim in all this. What have I done? I swear I will find a way to make amends for you. What have I done to you? I swear I shall only rest once I know how to appease the blood of hate. 1785. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stall finally agreed to meet me in London. They proposed to meet inside the new Cathedral of St. Paul. I like the will, like the weight and solemnity of these men. What a symbol to choose the place where I defeated the disaster, but also the place where I fell. I agree to their proposal. There, in the sacred silence of the church, and under the eye of God, they respectfully listened to me. They acknowledged my victory against this evil creature, the Dos Astro, the bad star. Well, the eater of stars, the eater of stars. Only wish my victory against to spread death and pestilence all around her, since they acknowledged my will to save London in 1666. They heard my request, my burning desire to stop the blood of hate. Their primate promised to come back to me with an answer. The primate of St. Paul wrote back to me with just a name, the Tear of Angels. According to him, this ancient artifact could heal anything, cleanse any blackened stone, and purify my blood. Blessed by the Lord. It took me more than 100 years to find a cure for the blood of hate, but I may finally have found it. Soon the rage shall end. Soon I may repair the wrong I did and cleanse my failures. Now all I need to do is retrieve the necessary ingredients to create the artifact. Blood of the purest heart mixed with the blood of a king. To find such rare ingredient, it is not what worries me is the most, for time is on my side. It's the last spark that worries me. Pure essence of garlic. I'm afraid it will literally hurt like hell when I drink the antidote, but if that's the price to pay to cleanse my soul and correct my mistakes, I'm ready to endure this execution pain. I read this before in some other document. 7086. I finally managed to gather all the ingredients needed to concoct the Tear of Angels, blood of the purest heart for the fortitude, blood of a king for courage, garlic essence for the painful cleansing. After months of impatience, almost made mad by the hunger, I waited again and again until finally Elizabeth cautiously came to me. As promised, I had chained myself to be sure I would not attack her again. I did not recognize my sweet daughter at first, for she only was Lady Blackwood now, the dreadful mistress of the dark who took delight in the slaughter and carnage in France. She smirked as I apologized and cried for what I had inflicted to her. She shouted at me when I tried to explain to her that my bite had infected her, had given her the blood of hate, now, now burning in her veins, in her soul. I told her I have found a cure and that I had managed to create one dose of antidote. I gave it to her to give her back her previous peaceful life. In exchange, I only asked her to take care of me, for I intended to be locked down in my tomb, chained if necessary, to impeach me from feeding on any mortal or immortal. She reluctantly took the tear of angels and left. I hope to see her again soon, cured and at peace. 1794, she came back to me finally, cured, healthy, joyful. My Elizabeth, she told me she had drunk the antidote about a year ago in France, after witnessing and taking part in the massacre of an entire orphanage caused by the blood of hate. That's when the Lady Blackfoot died, she said. She promised she would take care of me now. That's all I ask. Repent for all the murdered souls caused by my negligence of more than 100 years. 1795. My dearest daughter came back last week to tell me the good news. She has recently bought a castle in Scotland. She will soon finance the renovations of the castle crypt to provide me a new retreat, far from temptation, far from the noisy, crowded cities. I can't wait to embrace this solitude, find the peace I need to refrain from killing. God, please give me the strength to resist the urge during the journey from London to my new domain. Before I leave, I should give a copy of these memoirs to the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stall, without the most shameful and sensible information, of course. Soon I shall leave London to pursue my penance. There I shall find peace at last, with the support of my resuscitated Elizabeth. Oh my god, so William Marshall is down here. William Marshall is down here. He's living here, and he's still infected with the blood of hate. He's the one that spreads this disease. And I missed 2 items.
Drop your sword, Father. You have nothing to be afraid of.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No, never. You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit
runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Is this really him?
Yes. This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and savior of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father?
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Is this your retreat? Something of a secret place?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father. Ever since he became unwell.
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret. Fortunately, it has rarely come to that.
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it, once and for all.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come into money. I took care of everything. Now it's time for her to shape her future.
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
Yes. You did well, Jonathan. You truly saved the city.
Yes, we did. Despite all obstacles. I'm truly convinced we did it together, Elizabeth.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this. Through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation. And the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
Why are you hiding William Marshall here?
How could I not take care of him? He sacrificed himself by giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
He gave you the antidote?
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was. And still is.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him with my blood.
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet you give him your blood?
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He said the same.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty Ekon, who has not fed in centuries. An elder vampire, driven by an urge to kill and spread the blood of hate.
No redemption, then.
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eyes.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him. I tried. Believe me, I tried.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I wish to be.
I understand. And I respect your desire for privacy.
Thank you, Jonathan.
How did you meet William Marshall?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me. He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Why did he choose you?
You should ask him that.
Did you ever blame him?
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse. Forgetting the danger as you turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
I know, Jonathan. You have been the most loyal ally these last few weeks. But this is my duty.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
Yes?
Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
I found your research on the antidote. The Tears of the Angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
King Richard and Boadicea? How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
And did it work?
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found her.
How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires? What about them?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
I have never seen such a creature. What are you talking about?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift and implacable.
Where did you encounter such creatures?
The last time I saw one, was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of ghosts and pestilence.
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen. What of her?
You met her, did you not?
Just once. But she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the Red Song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
Do you remember Myrddin, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Myrddin, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
Tell me about Elizabeth. How was she infected?
I do not wish to discuss it.
Please, Sir William. I need to know what the blood of hate is. How is it transmitted?
After defeating the disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat, infected. This is where my sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
Where is this retreat you mentioned?
In London, under Temple Church, beneath my empty tomb. I always loved to sleep there while listening to the bell above.
What happened then?
The blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elizabeth. I failed you.
You bit her again? Is that how she was infected with the disaster's blood? I think I understand now.
Elizabeth fled, and I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness. I swore I would find a way to make things right.
How did you meet Elizabeth?
Times were tough. I had awakened to protect the land from a new plague. I heard her sing for her dead family. Singing for her death to come. I chose to save her.
When was that?
It was so long ago. A few years after Elizabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance against Spain.
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny. After she left to see the world, I rebuilt her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time. Those were good years.
Did you really sacrifice yourself to save her?
That was the only righteous path. The blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
Do you not want to be cured?
No. This hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it. It has been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet. Silence.
You agreed to be confined here, then?
Yes. Once I was sure she was cured, I asked to be locked down here. I deserve it. The world needs it.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it would be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long, as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time?
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord. Farewell, Father. And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, champion of Myrddin, chosen to save England from the vampire epidemic. I could cure you.
What do you mean?
We are creatures of blood, Elizabeth. Everything about us is in our blood. With time, I could perfect the antidote William Marshall gave you. Trust me, for time is on our side.
That is a risk I cannot take, Jonathan. I won't bring another such disaster into this world.
Elizabeth, no. Trust me. I can save you.
How could I trust you, Jonathan? How could I take such a chance?
I'll stay here with you then. As long as we must, until I find a cure.
You have no idea what you're talking about, Jonathan. Despite his madness, William was strong enough to start the centuries. I doubt we can do the same.
We will lock ourselves down then. I'll get all the material I need and I'll perform my research here with you until you're cured.
Are you mad? Who would take care of us? Who would free us if it takes decades or even more?
Old Bridget will take care of us.
You are serious, aren't you? You really are ready to do this?
I love you, Elizabeth. I can do this. Please, stay with me.
I believe you. This is crazy, but I believe you, Jonathan.
Wow, so William Marshall now is dead.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung, and your path chosen. England is safe, for you have prevailed. I bid you farewell, my champion, bittersweet. You found yourself a newer quest, and so I leave you to it. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber, until alas she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
A taste for blood. Trophy earned. Well, this is it. The end of Vampyr. It took me so long, so many streams, but this is the end. course, I have many trophies to get. This is a very easy game. I'll have to make another game. Obviously, I will not stream the second one. But I will start a new game and get all the trophies, save all the citizens, kill them all because I will have to kill them at some point. Well, that means I will have to make... I should have killed some of them before heading here. But I would have to have done it before killing the disaster. I didn't know. If I knew this was the way, I could have gotten so many trophies. So many trophies, so many items, because you get many items from killing some of the people. You can literally become a savior, become a champion, save the city, or become a disaster yourself and kill everyone. I wonder if there's anything at the end of the end titles. We'll see. Whoa, really? Nothing? That was all? Wow, great. Healthy carrier. The epilogue, yeah, there's no save before that. It's the epilogue, so I can't go back to the area. It's to the main town and everything. It has to be a new game. Well, this means that we have reached the end of the stream. I will try to get the trophies on my own off stream, and once I get all the trophies, since I only have Monster Hunter story to continue playing, I think I'm going to get another game and try to stream it as well. I don't know which one will be, but I'll try to find one. I have plenty to be streamed. But until next time, thank you to everyone who came to watch this stream. Thank you to you, the one viewer that always logs in and watches me play. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Good night. Goodbye. Until next time.